Had another guy stop by here and talk to me for about 20 minutes, so got a little distracted there. But got the big brick in there, so we're gonna go ahead and turn her on and give her a rip. All right, she's all taped up, ready to go. If you look way out there, I've got white caps out on the lake, so that tells you just how bad it really is out there. That's why I like to come here, because there's a sandbar over there that kind of blocks a lot of the waves, but when it's just that bad outside, I don't think we're gonna get any good run. But right now it's actually smooth over here, so I think I'm gonna drive it over here and try to get a rip in over here. It's actually nice and smooth right now. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I feel like it's loading it up. Yeah, I feel like now that I've got more weight, the strut's still down a little, outer trim tabs are down, I feel like she's loading up. Woo! Got lucky and saved that one. It's a good running boat at like 60% throttle, even in these conditions. Yeah, I think she just loaded up. All right, I'm gonna bring it in and I'm gonna raise the strut back up and raise the outer tabs back level. That's where it was last time. Okay, she's back to set where she was. Let's go see how it runs. Okay, I got a spectator who wanted to watch, so. I'm gonna do a couple cool laps just cruising for her. She thinks it's fascinating, so gotta always oblige the onlookers. Yeah, she's definitely out of control. It's just too choppy. What I noticed with the M445, it likes to dip the nose. It's got like different lift characteristics than the high rake props. There's big waves out there. You just can't see them on camera. She's scooting, boys. She's scooting. We just out here having fun, letting everybody else enjoy it. Golly, I could hear that prop. Oh shit, I heard something. I think that might have been my cable or something. I'll go ahead and stop it. Now what I think it is, I think either it spun the liner, or because I can still spin it, but it feels like the cable's binded up. So it may have melted the shaft to the liner. Right, let's open it up. This makes me feel bad. Huh. What in the hell? I've got dust. I've got dust in here. See that dust? Where in the hell did that dust come from? I have no idea what it is, y'all. I have no idea what that is. I mean, it only did 61. I wasn't even going that crazy. Let's see what the temp is. Ooh, yeah, 126. Could have been a bearing failure in that motor, maybe. Yikes. Not good. Not good. Makes me feel bad. I mean, theoretically, that's the highest temp I've ever seen. It's only been about 3 minutes since I pulled it out of the water. Huh. Yeah, that'd be kind of upsetting if that motor, if something happened to that motor. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try to open it up and see. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take it home. We're gonna open it up and see what it looks like. Okay, well, I went ahead and took it out here at the boat ramp. Now, when I smell it, it doesn't even smell burnt. To me, maybe the center rotor and the magnets, maybe they flung apart. That's the only thing I can assume. Kind of sucks. And look at this mess. The nipples for their cooling jacket are pressed and glued in. I went to pull my hose off and it pulled the nipples out. There's not even threads in there. That's just, yeah. But I can spin it, but it's quite tough. And then when you look inside of it, it looks like it's got fabric dust. Like I don't understand it. I just don't get it. I mean, if these motors were built to never come apart, and I've ruined this $269 motor on like my literal third outing of it, you know, that's 6 sets of batteries through one motor, and I never got it above like 111 degrees until this time when this happened. You know, just crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right, let's go home and look at some data. Well, good, bad, or ugly, I'm gonna share it with you. It sucks. Would I buy another one? No. I've thrown way more at way cheaper engines or way cheaper motors than they took it. You know, that's just strange. I know the data will show what it was. Thankfully we have data to look at, because I know I was running that thing around at like 30 to 60% throttle just to show the old lady, you know, she was enjoying watching it, and they came over from the campsite to watch it. So I ripped it one time right there at the very end, and then I don't know, 20 seconds later, that's what happened. I don't get it. I guess it over revved. I don't know. But in my opinion, that a motor like that should be able to take it, you know, for what it is. It's just, I don't get it. Let's go ahead and exit out of this, and we're going to go to session 7, which is the last session. This is where the motor messed up, and I really didn't run it that long. If we look at the total length of time, we ran it from 4 to 6 minutes, so that's a 2-minute run there. And then we move over here. When I was running it for the little old lady, you can see how low the amp draw is on most of that run. That run starts at the 11-minute mark and it ends at the 13-minute mark. So there again, another 2-minute run. It wasn't running long enough for anything detrimental to happen. It just blows my mind. And right there at the very end, you can see that spike up of 300 and what is that? It'll show me down here. 340 amps is what that was. Now let's go here and look at the wattage. Let's look at the wattage right here. That is not a crazy high you know, run for that thing to have that happen. It's hard to believe that that it came apart from me running those moderate runs. So let's go down here real quick. I want to turn on two things. I want to turn on throttle input. I want to look at my throttle input. Okay, so throttle input, I don't really know if I can zoom out on this, if it'll help. See, I really didn't have much throttle input, you know? It's just, that really doesn't give you a really good breakdown view of throttle input. But I wanted to look at, see, max RPM, 38,000 RPM. I didn't even reach the 40,000 RPM limit. It's just crazy. There's no sense in that motor having that problem. It's just absolutely crazy. I don't understand. See, I've got my 6 poles on. I just don't get it, guys. I just don't get it. I really thought I was going to see something crazy in the data, or like, okay, like the motor was getting under a severe load or any of that. But nope. I'm just sitting down here. Most of that run was cruising in between, you know, 10,000 and 30,000 RPM. It goes down and up, down and up, down and up. So I was cruising for about 1 minute and 45 seconds. And then right there at the end, I only gunned it that one time. And then I started noticing a noise, so I instantly shut it off. And that's where that very last spike on the graph, right there, that's what it is. That is just absolutely crazy. Yeah. You can tell that spike right there on the end of the graph. I wasn't even giving it in nothing crazy. Hurts my feelings. Hurts my feelings. But I'm going to send the email to OSE and see what they say, or send the email to Tenshock, see what they say. But, well, we saw what we needed to see. 9.2 horsepower and 6,800 watts. You know, nothing about this is crazy. That was the run that did it. Okay, well, we just finished looking at the data, and here's the motor. I don't know if y'all will be able to see on the inside or not. I don't think the camera is going to really give me any good focus on looking inside of there. I mean, it just don't look that bad, but I do, when I got home, you could kind of see a little bit of fuzz right above my finger. I don't know if it'll focus. You see the fuzz right above the silver windings and in between the rotor? I believe that's the Kevlar wrap around that rotor. That's the only thing that I can assume. When I got it home, I went and took the air compressor to it and blew through it. Didn't really get much dust out of it, but now that I have it off, I can spin the motor, but it has, it feels like it has resistance, you know. I didn't lose any magnetism. Like, it's super magnetized. You can feel every bump in it, but I just feel like maybe the Kevlar wrap in the motor Lego, I just don't know. But I didn't reach above 40,000 RPM with that motor, and that's what it says its limitations is by the factory. So I really don't see why this should have failed. And running an M445, just nothing about that should have failed. But leave me some details in the comments below. Tell me what you think. Is there something that I did wrong? I know when we try to achieve speeds, things can happen. I get that. But from all the other motors, like I've ran $54 King Val rocket motors, and nothing like this has ever happened. And I've stretched those motors to 68,000 RPMs at some times. Even the stock motor was over 65,000 RPM on 8S. So I just don't know. It just makes me wonder if there was a flaw in the construction of this motor, or a flaw in the design, or if it's because it's a 6-pole motor, it doesn't like high RPM. I just don't know. But leave me some comments in the comment section. Don't bash me too hard, because that's kind of a hurt to my pocketbook if Tenshock won't warranty it, or OSE won't warranty it. To me, I'm not somebody who hollers about warranties too much, but to have only 6 packs run through this motor, and I've never done anything crazy to it. I never ran it on 8S, never overheated it. Even in this instance, I stopped. As soon as I noticed it, I stopped, and I brought it in, and it still wasn't hot. You know, 136 degrees is not bad. I don't get it. You know, the ESC temp, that never got over 109, so I don't get it. I don't get it. I feel like if there was a big issue with it from overheating, we would have noticed that in, you know, the amp draw and the wattage draw leading up to the point of failure, not right at the point of failure. And we didn't even get a maximum spike of RPM. The RPM was ready, dead, and steady at a max of 39,000 RPM. So I just don't understand it. So thank you all for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, smash that subscribe button and help get this channel to 1,000 subscribers so I can get monetized, and that'll help me pay for more mistakes like this. See y'all later.